Deep in southeastern Australia, you might hear the heavy revving of a chainsaw or the blare of a car alarm, but there's no machinery here. The sound comes from the superb lyrebird. Along with species like the European starling, it has been the subject of historical fascination for centuries. Approached speakers broadcasting these imitations as if they were genuine calls from their own kind. This creates a direct conflict between the environment we hear and the anatomy actually present in these woods. This schematic compares the mammalian airway with a bird's. Humans produce complex speech using a specific anatomical engine: lips, teeth, vocal cords, and a flexible tongue. Birds have none of those tools. Their anatomy is built around a hard, bony beak and a rigid airway. The mystery lies in the output. An organism without lips can match the precise acoustic geometry of a digital camera shutter or clear human speech. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart kept a pet starling that learns the melody of his Piano Concerto No. 17 and added its own variations. Recent biological analysis shows that these performances are enabled by a highly specialized evolutionary system. The origin of this vocal power sits deep in the bird's chest. At the point where the windpipe forks toward the lungs, birds possess a specialized vocal organ called the syrinx. This Y-shaped structure acts as a dual voice box. The left and right branches have independent sets of muscles and membranes, allowing them to produce sound separately and simultaneously. This enables polyphonic singing. It allows a single bird to layer distinct frequencies, like low warbles and high-pitched whistles, into a single audio stream. The syringeal muscles are among the fastest skeletal muscles in the vertebrate world, capable of modulating sound up to 250 times per second. The system functions as a biological synthesizer, blending frequencies with a speed and complexity humans cannot achieve without machines. The syrinx provides the hardware for these frequencies, but the machinery requires a specific type of cognitive control to function. Mimicry of this scale requires the brain to map, archive, and deploy acoustic data throughout the bird's life. Master mimics are open-ended learners. While many animals lose the ability to learn new sounds after a juvenile period, these birds retain flexible neural pathways, allowing them to integrate new audio at any age. Dr. Irene Pepperberg's decades of research with African gray parrots demonstrated a cognitive architecture that parallels the developmental stages of a young human child. In these studies, parrots demonstrate referential learning, connecting specific labels to physical objects, colors, and requests. This combination of hardware and neural software serves a practical purpose in the wild: tactical survival. In competitive ecosystems, mimicry is a non-physical tool used to secure resources. Starlings and blue jays frequently broadcast the specific, high-pitched scream of a red-tailed hawk while approaching a feeding area. This functions as acoustic camouflage. The imitated predator call triggers a hardwired flight response in competing species. The mimic clears out a territory and gains immediate access to food without the risk of a physical confrontation. The superb lyrebird executes this same manipulation, using the alarm calls of up to 20 different species to move through its territory undetected. By hacking the survival instincts of other animals, these birds turn sound into a tool for territorial dominance. Mimicry also provides a verifiable metric for high-stakes mate selection. A male's evolving song functions as a broadcasted biological resume. Because these birds learn throughout their lives, a large, varied repertoire signals that an individual has survived multiple seasons and navigated diverse environments. A female chooses a mate based on the verified survival history encoded within his imitations. This archivist nature becomes visible when birds begin reproducing human-made mechanical noises in the wild. The repertoire of an older mimic acts as a chronological map of every environment it has inhabited. A car alarm, a camera shutter, or a ringtone in their song is a biological record of human infrastructure expanding into its habitat. These master mimics serve as archives of the modern landscape, recording the changes in the world and playing them back to us.